Hello and welcome to the channel. If you are new here, my name is Anne, and in this channel we cook, we do everything about home. So welcome to the channel. So today I'm doing a dinner, making matoke. Matoke is a combination of green bananas and potatoes. So this is what I was preparing for dinner this night. I was rating, as you can see, I was rating my sufuria to heat a little bit, to get a little bit hot before add the I could add the oil, and then from there I will be adding the onions and garlic. I used just onion, garlic and tomatoes. Then I added the main ingredients, which were the bananas and potatoes. So the potatoes and come from my from Meru, so I wanted to cook those bananas right away before they start ripening, because you don't want to cook bananas that have already ripened. So when they come, there I'm showing you the onions that I'm about to add first, because I have to add the onion first, and then I like to let my onion brown for a while, cook until it's golden brown. Right there I'll just cook a little bit, then I will add the garlic, and then they brown together. From when they brown, that is when I add the tomatoes, because there is a nice taste. The food tastes nice when you let your onions to cook well. Like, there was a time when my mother was teaching me how to cook, she could tell me, oh, no, that onion is not yet, it has not caught me from where I am. So that's how I cook. I usually let my onions to brown first, and your food will always taste amazing when you let your onions to brown. And then you have to babysit them, like you have to be there. You don't have to move or go far away. You just have to keep an eye on your onions until they brown. Or you don't want them to get burnt, because when the onion gets burnt, the taste is awful. It's smelly, and it's not, if it tastes burnt, it does not taste good. So I usually take my time to let them brown, and the food afterwards, it comes out amazing and delicious. That's how I was taught how to cook by my mother back then, and she could tell you if that onion had cooked well, even how the food will be tasting after you've cooked it and served it to her. So that is how I usually cook my food. I have to let the onion to brown. Then there I was adding the garlic. Now that the onion had browned just a little bit, I didn't want them to, because also the garlic, you have to give it also some time for it to cook and brown a little bit, because garlic tends to cook very quickly. So you have to be careful with the garlic. It cooks very fast. That one you cannot even walk away from it for long, so you have to keep on checking it, otherwise it will get burned within seconds of putting it on fire. So you have to make sure that you are there babysitting it and seeing that it does not get burnt. So here I wanted to quickly chop the tomatoes very fast, and then put the tomatoes in to cook for a little bit before I could add the bananas and potatoes. Yes, my matoke always consists of potatoes and bananas. That's how I cook my matoke. Yeah. Yeah, and there I hand my onion, I mean the tomatoes, now that the garlic and cooked a little bit. So I want to hand the tomatoes to cook a little bit. Yes, you can see that it has browned a little bit. Yeah, that's how I like to cook my onions to that point. And then when you hand your tomatoes, they cook together, and the taste is always amazing when you cook like this. I don't like to taste the onion on my food. I just don't like it. And even at the tail end of it, you see that the onion you will not even see that onion in that food, but the taste will be amazing. There is always a good taste when you let your onions to cook well, to cook and brown. There is always that is where your food gets a good taste from. Yeah. So yeah, even my daughter was also wanted attention. She was really giving me a hard time as I was cooking. I was also dealing with her, and she thought of me. She always follows me wherever I am. She does not even want to go and watch a cartoon. So she is always here and there, here and there, talking. So from this point, when the tomatoes have cooked a little bit, I will be adding my bananas, and then I will hand the potatoes, and then I usually let them steam a little bit. They steam a little bit way before I can add the water. I let them steam, and then when they are cooked with like a little steam, and I usually let the oil coat them, and I feel that they are steamed a little bit. That is at that point is when I will hand water and let them boil or simmer, and then I will keep on checking according to the potatoes, because the potatoes from Meru, there are some that cook very fast and there are some that don't cook very fast. So also it depends with how fast the potatoes cook, or how small you've cubed your potatoes. Yeah. So you have you check, and you let them steam, then you hand water, and then you keep on checking for when the potatoes will have cooked and they are soft, so that now you might mash them or serve them as you sliced them, because where I come from we always mash them. But this day I did not mash, I just wanted to heat them like that. Yeah, I wanted to heat them like that. That's how I had them. Yeah, those are the potatoes that I'm about to add to my pot, and then I let them steam. I'll let them steam for a whole like 5 minutes, turning them. They will be steaming as I turn them, and yeah, and when I feel contented that they have steamed, I will now come and add the water, and then from there I will just wait for my food to cook, and the dinner will be served. Yeah, so here the steaming and turning them for a little bit to make sure they have coated with oil and they have steamed a little bit. I don't just throw them in the pot and everything and then hand the oil. I feel that they need to you need to put them to turn them first. They coat with the little oil that is there, and even to come into contact with the onions and the garlic and the tomatoes way before you you add the water, because they will now have absorbed the flavors from the onions and garlic and the tomatoes. Yeah, that's how I love to cook my food always. That's how I prepare my the food that I've I've sauteed or kukaranga in other ones. Yeah, so right now they are steaming, and in a little bit I will be adding water for them to continue cooking. Yes. Now we will wait until they will have cooked, and then they will be ready to be served. Yeah, that is the method I use, and the food is always tasty and delicious. Yes.